This film tells the story of two young adults with CP, Mika and Arkan. I work with them on the top floor of this apartment complex in Jarkarta, and I discovered in them two intelligent young men with very different challenges. In Arkan, severe spasticity and hidden pain, and in Mika, a body-mind that was yearning to walk. Their stories lie on the extreme ends of CP and perhaps reflect the incredible diversity of disability around the world. Indonesia is still a developing country, and the structures for disability aren't fully tapped. The situation is a bit of a wild open frontier where families fend for themselves, and this isn't uncommon. In my travels around the world, I see that resources for injury and disability vary incredibly from country to country. Of course, children are the same everywhere, and sometimes I'm overwhelmed with the idea that there must be a way to help in some greater way. I guess for me, as I travel the world, that's meant bringing my somatic body-mind approach to as many families and children as possible. Arkan is 20 years old. Highly intelligent, his early years were full of promise and potential. As he comes in for his first session, I've been informed that in the past he was learning how to sit, had eventually learned to control his head, and had even started to learn to walk, which he was fully expected to do. Everyone's hopes were very high for him, especially when he started to say words out loud.
Wariskon, wasian, wasifa, amin. Arkan masih sakit badannya.
Since those days, however, Arkan's physical progress came to a standstill. His spasticity has worsened so badly that his physical control has diminished to the point that now he can only communicate through his left big toe.
Ada yang masih sakit? Udah enakan? Oh, okay. Sudah enak. The face very sensitive.
He doesn't like to be touched there, or just very sensitive?
Very sensitive.
How do you know? Oh, so if something happens, he goes like this.
Okay. And then in difficult.
Difficult. Yeah. He goes like this. Okay. Arkan's spasticity is one of the worst I've seen. My hunch is that his intelligence and sensitivity may strangely be the big reason why.
Mika is my one and only son. I know that he's very smart and he's fully aware of his condition.
Mika is also very intelligent and aware, but his story is almost the opposite of Arkan's. Unlike Arkan, Mika is very capable of using his body, but he seems to be physically unsure of himself, something that his mother says is the result of past therapies.
The mainstream therapies, the way they do things didn't fit him. So every time he cried and he vomited, no progress at all. It's very traumatic. The biggest one is hydrotherapy. When we have to go to underwater, they push him to do the underwater. They check him up, right? Then he was choking the water and all that. Right? So he didn't like that. He didn't like it at all. But he didn't talk, right? So he vomited, he cried.
In the sessions, it doesn't take long for Mika to start showing his true abilities. Now, I want you to straighten out this arm, okay? Yeah. Ready? Go on. Up you go. I often notice that most kids with disability just need a chance to explore their bodies with awareness and sensitivity. Like many kids with CP around the world, Mika can do much more than he's shown, and within 2 sessions, he's already even walking for the first time, although he needs 4 of us to help him.
It's unimaginable for me, He keeps saying, when I can walk, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. So it's so, burning inside, like he can't wait to be able to walk. So.
Today, I'm meeting with a small group of Indonesian parents who I'll be working with to discuss their children's challenges. Unfortunately, many of the children have experienced improper therapy, including Timmy, who's now abnormally fearful of touch. So here, with Timmy here, you can see he's having some difficulty. He's anticipating pain. Some people, when they have pain, they give up. With Timmy, he probably is the type of person when he feels pain, he goes into it. So he has to know that I'm not going to cause him any pain. The type of body-mind approach that I show to these parents relies on physical flow techniques that can alter a child's internal experiences. In Timmy's case, we're able to break through his resistance and release his neck pretty quickly. And I can also show parents what that feels like.
How you did it?
Yeah, so she's trying to stop, right?
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna tell you what it is, but yeah, I want you to kind of see what...
Sebut spiral. Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay. In Arkan's early sessions, I spend most of the time working through his severe spasticity. There are nervous blocks in different areas of his body, and he seems to be in a constant state of tightness. So here I gain massive tension in his hamstring, and as I release, the whole thing is starting to lengthen, but it's very deep. The process of releasing blocks is painful. The release isn't at the muscular or fascial level, but deep in the nerves. Arkan and I have to uncover these nervous blocks and release them together. And although he's silent and stoic, Arkan's pain is evident. Sometimes it's just a single muscle that causes the whole leg to contract. And here with Arkan, I can feel right in the middle of his foot here something that seems to be much tighter than the other areas around it. Hopefully we can get this knee completely stretched out. Mika is also facing his old fears in his early sessions. Back in the water, he can go back in time and learn how to let go of trauma and relax his own body. Gingerly entering the water, Mika proves that trauma can leave the body quickly with great care and trust.
He tries to move his body. It used to be very tight. But with this new method, it's like you open up all the knots. It's happening. He knows what to do. He just needs a proper guidance.
Stand up. A few days later, Arkan has started his own explorations in the pool. At the beginning, his neck and shoulders are extremely tight, but the water's motion has a calming effect on him, and his body seems to slowly begin to release. Under the watchful gaze of his worried mother, we go to the deep part of the pool, where Arkan instantly begins to move his legs, as if he wants to move the way he used to. It's beautiful to see him moving so freely. After the pool, we continue our work to release tensions that remain in Arkan's body. His stomach is still very tight, but the rest of his body, his face, hands, and legs, are noticeably more calm and relaxed. And right now, it seems like in the middle of his stomach here, there's a very hard part. And when I press here, he's finally starting to become completely quiet. It's heavier now. Let it go, pull, let it go, pull. One more time, let it go, pull. One last one, this one, go. Good. Mika's motivation has started to skyrocket. We've added sessions in the gym to help him use his newfound energy. His movements have gained more power and purpose, and it shows in every new activity he tries. Fine? Okay, well, that's it. Keep your feet moving. Keep your feet moving. Keep your feet. There's something special that happens when a child with disability suddenly begins to connect with their body with confidence. That child's body starts to become more active and alive, and the spirit begins to undergo a transformation too. Suddenly, a dam seems to burst inside, and possibilities that seemed impossible begin to seem possible once more. Relax. Let go. Relax, you got it. You do it by yourself. Are you trying to swim? Okay. Okay. Swim. That's it. That's it. There you go. Go on, try it. As my time in Indonesia winds down, I meet with a small group of parents, Jessica, Sari, and Mika's mother, Grace, to discuss doing body-mind therapy in Indonesia.
The work is in a place where it can spread out. So I want that. I want to have people working together to make that message come out.
In Arkan's last session, Annette, my young assistant who actually shot this film, asks Arkan questions, which Arkan answers with his left foot.
Apakah setelah menjalani sesi ini Arkan merasa badannya lebih enteng? Jadi Arkan merasa ada perubahan di tubuh Arkan, ya kan? Setelah sesi ini. Iya. Iya means yes. Arkan merasa terbantu dari sesi itu. He felt helped during the swimming session. He likes swimming.
Over the course of the intensive, we've honed in our goal to relax Arkan's whole body and free it from pains. Arkan is more aware of his body, and what's remarkable is that he's learned to show us exactly where he feels pain. Comparing his old self with his new self, Arkan has changed into a softer, happier version of himself. In Mika's last session, we've been practicing different movements and getting him to start to find coordinations through his body. Mika is highly motivated now, and I couldn't ask for a better student. For Mika's mother, the intensive is a new chapter in Mika's life.
He has never done these things with you, never in his life. It has been like an answer to his prayers. After all those traumatic experiences, I just said, no, had enough. I don't think it's good for him as well, because it's not responding very well. I mean, we've been done that for years and no progress at all. So what's the point of doing it? So what you're introducing to us is a new method, and then it's very welcoming for the kids. I think that's the first and foremost, because for them it's like, even like to move one arm is already like a big challenge. I think he's very motivated and it's very driven to walk. From my side, I don't dare to dream big, but I know he is capable of doing it because he's very driven.
At the end of this intensive, I found that Indonesia has welcomed me, and today I'm actually going to see an abandoned building that may be donated to our cause. Sari, a mother of one of the kids I've worked with, has agreed to collaborate with me to build a center of body-mind learning in Jakarta. It's a mysterious opportunity that just arose organically from the flow of the work that's happened here, and it spurred new plans and visions for the future.
I can see like students or something like this, so this training some of this could be dormant kind of situation, and some could be between families or something like that. Very cool, actually.
Maybe our dream of helping children and adults with disabilities will happen in this building, or maybe it will happen in another. Life is a spiral. But one thing is for sure, as we walk the halls of this beautiful building, we can feel that the opportunity to help people's lives in their disability is something that is a common ideal for many parents, caregivers, and professionals around the world. It is a work that is universal, present, human, and meaningful.